Pearls are made up of like a microscopic crystalline structure, so they layer on top of each other. And as you spread that area out, we lose some of that luster, but not these pearls. We have actually selected the pearls with the best luster in the most rare sizes.
Well, we couldn't be more thrilled. I know what a busy hour we've had. Many of you shopping hsn.com looking at all the Imperial pearls, but you'll never find a selection like we're able to bring to you here at HSN in the world of pearls. And we thank Josh and his wonderful family, and it's all today focused around this incredible find, our very best value of the day. Take a look at our today's special. It is our today's special, and if you are just tuning in, are you in for a treat? Okay. We're gonna take this down and break it down very, very slowly, because the choices that you have, first off, the #1 top selling lengths in any type of strand necklace. You have a 20-inch, a 24-inch, or a 36-inch to choose from. We wanted to make it even better than that. All classic in white pearls, or what you're looking at there, the beautiful peacock with the white pearl that I have been wearing. That is the only decision you need to make. Now let's draw your attention to these fabulous one-day only special prices that we're offering. Just the 20-inch, let's just say, right here, I wasn't even wearing the other two. And if you were to be walking in a store and saw genuine pearls for $49.95, an entire strand, for $49.95. Not even knowing the caliber and all the other wonderful things that we're sharing with you. You directly go to, you know, the harvesting spot where they came from, hand selected, individually knotted, the larger individual pearls here. You would think there's no way possible. Okay, we're gonna continue. So that's your princess length. Then we have your matinee length, the 24-inch, which it doesn't matter what type of neckline that you're wearing, it always works. It's a perfect layering length. And then lastly, the #1 most popular selling length in pearl strands is the opera length, and that's the 36-inch. We don't see it very often because obviously it's a lot of individual pearls, a lot of individual hand selecting for shape and luster and size, and in this case here, you know, making sure it's all perfect in symmetry. So yes, we even have that at $79.95. Only for today. And talk about versatility. You're able to layer this. You can double the 36-inch. Obviously, it looks beautiful just wearing it long. 4 flex pays available on each and every one of the lengths. They have been so incredibly popular. We want to share with you different great ways, obviously, style. I mean, we could go on forever. Pearls are as classic and as elegant as you want them to be. They're also as today and as modern, especially in this silhouette, and as on trend as we're showing you all the different ways that you're able to wear our best value of the day today.
I am absolutely obsessed with this necklace.
How can you not be?
This necklace is classic, stylish, sophisticated. How we dreamed this design up is we took the 2 best-selling, most popular style of pearl necklaces throughout history, which is your classic station necklace. The station necklace typically has a chain in between a pearl and then chain, a pearl. It's a pattern that goes around the neck. We took that and matched it with your classic strand necklace, making it an all-pearl necklace for an updated version of a classic pearl strand. That's what we have in the necklace design. So this is stylish, sophisticated, elegant, everything that you would dream of for a pearl necklace. Now, I remember like it was just yesterday. I traveled with my father and the rest of our team to the Hong Kong International Jewelry Show, where we met with this pearl farm, the farmers that own this pearl farm. They presented us with this material and said, we can do this at the best value you've ever seen in your life. We traveled from the Hong Kong show. It wasn't even in our itinerary, directly to their pearl farms, where we actually started sorting through all of the pearls, looking at all of the qualities, and then came up with this necklace. This is the #1 best value I have ever brought to HSN throughout my career. When we can do a full strand of genuine pearls for $49.95, that has never even been done before. There is no jewelry store across the United States of America that you can get a full strand of lustrous hand-selected pearls for $49.95. Imperial supplies 3,000 of the finest jewelers across North America. And in order to get these prices, we had to buy the entire lot, the entire collection of pearls at the time of the harvest from this pearl farm. And this will never be done again. That is the key to an opportunity buy. We see it when it's right there in front of us, and we have to make the decision to either jump on it or we'll never see it again. So we'll never bring these necklaces back at prices like this. From about 5 years ago, the production of freshwater pearls is only 1/5 of what it was then. So our production is down, supply is obviously, I mean, demand is obviously there. And so we've seen a huge increase in the prices of the pearls, upwards of 20% for our classic strands. So to be able to get a necklace for these prices is something that you're just never going to see again. It is truly a one-time opportunity.
Boy, I'll say, and you know, Josh, as I'm looking at the strand I'm holding right here,
yeah.
I'm looking at the strands that I'm wearing. I'm looking at the strands that we have on our, neck forms here. Every single one of these pearls, every one that I'm looking at, is so beautifully, perfectly matched, not only obviously in shape, but to see the gleam and that luster that Josh is talking about. These are the things that we look for in genuine natural pearls. It's remarkable going back to, even at what we're looking at in the retail at over $100, or in this case, every one of these are from our original HSN prices, only for today are 30% off. So I kind of just like, I almost think like it's too good to be true.
Yeah,
you look at this and we have to keep saying, no, these are not costume simulated fashion pearls.
Yeah.
These are genuine, gorgeous, lustrous, hand-selected, beautiful, one-of-a-kind pearls, as every one of the strands are. It's like a little fingerprint,
and
each and every one.
As I look at the necklace, like you just said, it's like a little fingerprint, each and every one. Each and every pearl has its own unique personality. Each pearl has its own shape, its own color. They're beautiful, but that's what I love so much about pearls, is that unique shape of those pearls tells the story of that pearl's life as it grew under the waters. As our pearl farmers, dear friends of mine and my family, care for those mollusks. It's years and years to create a single pearl. And we just hope that we can get a pearl with this kind of color, this kind of luster. When you put them all together in a beautiful strand, it is a look that is absolutely to die for. Now, here we have the peacock version. This is even more modern. For our stylish, sophisticated ladies, this is the black and white combination that matches to absolutely anything in your wardrobe. What you're gonna love when you get the peacock home is those colors that you're gonna see in the pearls. Now, we only take specific color peacock pearls, so there's a huge sorting process where we have to eliminate all of the pearls that don't fit in that specific color range to ensure that when you get your necklace home, you're gonna see in that pearl surface beautiful colors of greens and blues and even reds. Also, as you wear the peacock pearls, whatever you're wearing on, Lynn has it on with pink. You can see that pink.
Wild.
It like absorbs the colors around the pearls.
I love that.
Illuminates pink from the surface of the pearl.
Or purples, or oranges, or greens, or any of those, brighter colors. I mean, it's just stunning. Or matte colors, it's dynamite. In fact, let's go out to California, because Patricia is holding on, who ordered our today's special. I'm so thrilled.
Hi, Patricia. How are you?
Oh, I am ecstatic. I wait for your presentation on the jumbo pearls. I have over 30 strands, or 30 pieces of your jewelry.
That's amazing.
And yes, and this today's special will go with everything.
Yeah. It just matches to everything, and you can layer it with all your strands. Patricia, you just made my day. Thank you so much. My grandfather and my father are both watching, and to know that you're such a loyal customer, we appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts.
Oh, well, I equally appreciate you, and every single time I open that box, I gasp. The iridescence and the luster. I'm an art major, so I am really into visual presentation and how much something strikes you when you first see it. And these just hit you. and you will wear them. And they're all seasonal too. I've kind of given up on all my other jewelry because this makes it so easy. You take your pearls with you and go, and for summer you wear a little tea or you get dressed up for dinner.
Yeah.
And this today's special is something new and modern, yet it's a classic, an heirloom.
Oh,
That's what you do.
Yeah,
You're
it's
amazing.
true. What did you choose? What length? Did you choose the all white? What was your selection tonight?
Oh, I chose the peacock and the white, and I chose the 20-inch because I didn't realize there were a 24-inch and a 36. As soon as I get off the phone, I'm going to go back and get them in each length, in each color. Because honestly, this is an opportunity buy of all time.
Oh, my
I've been
goodness.
following
We have
this.
to talk about that for a second, Patricia. This is where when I said we're almost, it's like it's too good to be true. It almost hurts us when you see under $50.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And you know the quality already of what Josh and his family
They're
brings to
impeccable.
us.
They're impeccable. And I wear mine and wear mine. I actually threw a pair, awful, but I threw a pair in a wash. And they're indestructible. They're as lustrous as the day I got them in the box. So you cannot, there's no way you can go wrong with these.
They're meant to be worn. They're meant to be
an
worn and
opportunity.
enjoyed.
Yes, they are. And like, you know, and they're so beautiful, but they are an opportunity buy. You just don't find the quality anywhere. I went to Los Angeles, and I went down Rodeo Drive, and I had the jumbo ones on, and I mean, heads turned.
Oh
That's
yeah,
amazing.
that's I always say that's our showstopper. People stop in their footsteps and they're just, you know, they're staring, right? It's true.
They're serious.
They are,
And,
Patricia.
You know, I would hold this up against all my students. I would hold them up against any of the finest pearls. They're talking about an opportunity buy. And until you take the plunge, you aren't going to realize
It's
what
true.
you're getting here.
I'm so thrilled that you took the time to say hi. We so
Thank
appreciate
you so
it.
much.
And we're
That
gonna,
just made my day. Patricia, you're amazing. Thank you so much.
and we're gonna get those right out to you, Patricia. Thank you. So Patricia's trying something a little bit different. She said, and how great that today's special will go back with all of her other, pieces that she has.
Perfectly. And also to
layer.
our ladies who haven't tried Imperial Pearls yet, we have our amazing Pearl Girls and our customers like Patricia, but if you haven't tried the brand yet, this is a piece where it's such a minimal investment that, give it a shot.
Well, you
Get
have a
these
30-day
home.
money-back guarantee.
Money-back guarantee.
Best price we've ever done that we will
Yeah.
ever do. It's a today's special while they last. And flex pay, Josh.
Yeah,
it's like it gets better and better.
Yeah, it's like unbelievable. Like, go
Right.
for it. You're gonna have a piece of jewelry that will be in your collection that you'll be able to enjoy. Again, classic. Pearls go with absolutely everything, and that's also amazing that they will never go out of style.
Ange, I love that.
She created with the 36-inch. She did the torsade look. Is that what she did, or did she
doubled
take
it?
two?
Is that right, Angie? Did you take the larger one? Okay, so that's the 36-inch, and then she doubled it and just did a slight torsade, which is a slight little twist, creates a whole different look. Then she could do like just both of them.
Yeah, so like if she was going out, one of my favorite looks is when I see a woman
A choker.
wearing, or just a white t-shirt and jeans
And
with a
just a
strand of pearls. And when you
stunning.
wear it in the torsade, it would look amazing. And then at nighttime, you put your dress on,
And
you
then-
let it down, and you wear the 36-inch down for that sophisticated look. I mean, the 36-inch is so versatile, and that's why it's our best-selling length.
And that's universally, right? Even just out in retail, it's always the most popular.
People go crazy, and a lot of other companies don't do the 36-inch, but the 36-inch is in super high demand. And we always put you don't need a clasp on a 36-inch because you can slide it on. But if you want to double it,
custom made.
yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, I didn't interrupt you, but yes, that's why I was just thinking as I remember.
And because a lot of jewelers'
retail.
cases, you can't put a tall bust form in that case, so it doesn't
showcase
show
it.
well in the case, and they have to have it custom made. But here we get our
You know
we
what?
get to
Great
have our,
point.
Yeah,
It's true. I mean, even go online and just try to. You usually have to have it special ordered, and then they have to individually make it for you. Clock is up on the screen. Very, very popular. We want to reiterate that these are all genuine. It's not $49.95 just for the lobster claw clasp and in sterling silver with the rhodium finish. Each one will be stamped, so you know you have the real deal. It is that graduated look. You said it has almost that tin cup inspired look, you know,
yeah,
that
the classic
is just
station.
so popular. But then the classic wonderful strand that is forever. So that's what we love to be able to bring to you. A new twist, but in the real deal, and a variance of size, which even makes it pop that much more. Having the opportunity to choose the length from the princess length, which is the 20-inch, to the matinee length, which is your 24-inch. And then we have that opera length that is so difficult and hard to find. $79.95.
Yeah, and if you're looking for the perfect gift for someone, if you want to give someone a gift and when they receive it, they're going to say, wow, she thinks that I'm stylish, sophisticated, and elegant. That's what pearls say when you give them as a gift. This necklace, and especially at these amazing values, if you pick one up for yourself, get one for maybe your sister or your mother or a young lady who you want to set off on the right path in life. Because the moment that you put these on, people's perception of you wearing pearls is that you are sophisticated, stylish, and elegant. They just emanate elegance and sophistication. So if you have a young lady that you want to set on the right path and you want people, and maybe in a job interview, to say, wow, this is a really put together, classy young lady, this would be an amazing, amazing gift. And if she has a June birthday, we are celebrating Pearl Month. Well,
that and June, of course, one of the most popular months for weddings and graduations. And this is the gift of a lifetime. We said it, you just heard Patricia. They are seasonless, they are ageless, they are timeless. They are, and again, in a new look here, we're adding #1, twist on a trend that's been around forever. You can't say that about a lot of things in life. You really, truly can't, especially in jewelry. You can say that right off the bat with any pearl. I don't care if it's just one little, pearl that you wear every single day as a pendant. It's still, you could check all those things I just said off. Something like this, you can't check all those things off at this value when they're gone. And you know as well as I do, Josh, later in the day, especially on, the rarer individual lengths like the matinee and, especially the opera length, they are going very quickly. And you're gonna start hearing, getting limited now in the all white in the 36-inch or in the, the peacock in the white, getting very limited in the princess length. And then they're gonna see those being taken away and those options get less and less and less. So when I say jump in and take advantage of these wonderful one-day prices, that's 30% off every single one of the lengths of HSN's price, not off of the retail.
Yeah, because the retails are up to $195 for the 36-inch. Yeah.
So think about that for a minute.
That's independently appraised.
Of 3 outside appraisals, and we take the lowest of the 3. But anyway, even that, I know you're going to be pleasantly surprised. You have that unconditional guarantee. We are just celebrating the month of June, and of course, that beautiful coveted gem. I think one of the most coveted, most written about of all precious gems that Mother Nature provides is that of the pearl.
Absolutely.
And we also have matching pieces. The earrings, we have the bracelet, but let's talk for a moment about these drop earrings that have been so popular at $53.90. They will be $59.90, so special summer price. Lever back. And which one's most limited now? Okay, this is the all white. And they're approximately 1 11/16 in length. I've been wearing the peacock, and it looks like they're getting last call now. Very, very limited if you want the white and the peacock together. So again, earrings. I mean, typically earrings are even more expensive than, your classic single pieces because you have to doubly match everything, right?
Yeah.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
So, and especially in a lever back in sterling silver, the most popular, my personal favorite, because it's one piece. I don't have to worry about backings. They're nice and secure. And these have movement too.
They do.
Like that
they have
linear
that movement,
look.
that dangle. Absolutely. That linear look is so in right now. And our lever back style earrings are our #1 most popular, best-selling style of any earring style we offer. Imperial supplies 3,000 of the finest jewelers across North America, and those lever back styles are our #1 bestsellers. The lever back clicks into place, creating that stability. Once you click them into place, you know that they're there and they're on to stay. They're comfortable. You'll forget you even have them on. They are so extremely versatile. And again, you have that beautiful drop right there with the 3 white pearls and that large, lustrous peacock color pearl.
Oh, I wish.
What I also love about the dangle earring is that, pearls do illuminate out light. When the light hits the pearl, it glows from within the pearl.
Yes.
And they cast that glow on the side of your face, drawing people's eye to your face, brightening your complexion. An earring like this is something you make the minimal investment in today, and years down the line, you look back and you say, you know what, I purchased them, and I wear them every single day. I wear them, you know, 5, 6 days a week. They've become such a go-to in my collection, especially when it comes to the lever back style, because it is worry-free, effortless, and once you click those in, they're there to stay. Look at the shield in the front of that lever back. That is a very large, substantial shield. We call that front area of the lever back, so you know that these are quality. And the snap closure, when you hear that little click, it snaps, and they are there to stay. It really does lock them into place.
And like the today's special, anywhere from 5 up to 10 millimeters in size in each one of the individual
those are
earrings
nice,
that you're receiving.
large size pearls in the bottom, and it looks like as if they were, you know, just pulled out of the water. That's the #1 most important thing we look for in our pearls. When we grade pearls, it's all about size, shape, surface quality, but #1 most important, and it's why you hear me talk about it all the time, is going to be the luster of the pearl. The goal is so that the pearl, when you put it in the jewelry, looks as if it was just plucked out of the water moments ago. When it has that sheen, reflective quality on the surface of the pearl, that's the luster that we look for, and that's the luster that we're proud to put in the Imperial box.
And you did an amazing job. You really
gosh.
did on this today's special, the matching earrings, then we're going to scoot on to the matching bracelet, let you know where we are most limited in the bracelet, because I know that's been a popular choice as well. In 7.5 inch or 8 inch, we have both lengths, and we also have both choices, the all white or the peacock and white. But it doesn't matter which one you choose, which size you choose, it's $44.90 with a large sterling silver clasp, and available everything, pearls, 4 monthly flex payments. How does flex pay work? It's $11.23. When you call in and say, you know what, I want the 8 inch and the peacock and the white, it's $11.23 with your shipping and handling. We ship it to you, you'll receive in the next couple of days, and every single one of your purchases here at HSN, including that today's special, comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. That doesn't happen in the jewelry retail world very often, if ever, right? Where you can split your payments up over 4 months and then make sure you're, you know, happy. We love being able to provide that for you, but that's how confident we are, and know you're gonna absolutely adore and love these pieces. Can't say, you know, a lot of things for a lifetime become heirloom designs. Every single one of these can, Josh.
Oh, they're classic, stylish, sophisticated. Every time you wear these bracelets and you look down at your wrist, you're just gonna see the bright luster shining back at you.
For sure.
And it's gonna make your day just a little bit brighter.
Please shop more Imperial Pearls on hsn.com. Josh, my friend, well done. Thank you. What time are you back?
I'll be back on at 11 a.m.
11 a.m. Okay, with all brand new designs and another encore presentation of our fabulous today's special. Well done.
Thank you
my
so
best
much.
to your dad and your grandfather and your family and all the great team. They're such wonderful people. Okay, when we return, we are going to be talking about colors of diamonds, and we have some brand new designs for you, including, let me just showcase for a moment, a brand new X Design baguette ring in your choice of champagne. I'm kind of hiding the other color choices. Sorry about that. We have the black, or we have our #1 colors of diamond color, that blue diamond. Alrighty, 60 points, over a ½ carat at $249.90. Graded diamonds. We're going to be talking all about it. We have a matching bracelet to go back to it. So colors of diamonds coming up next. Stay with us.
So have you heard about the buzz on hsn.com? It's the one place you can find everything from current fashion trends, delicious recipes, healthy hacks, how-tos, and so much more. Dive into the must-read articles about your favorite topics and get inspired with stunning photos. So search the buzz on hsn.com now.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Computers, printers, cameras, fitness equipment, and even jewelry can be covered with a plan that offers repair or replacement should a failure occur. And portable electronics have accidental damage from handling, which covers unintentional mishaps like everyday drops, spills, and cracked screens. It's easy to add when you are checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
Celebrate colors of diamonds, and if you love the look of the finest jewelry in the world, that is the experience that we want to bring directly to you right now. We have so many brand new one-of-a-kind colors of diamond pieces that we saved for tonight's show. In fact, one of the first, as we mentioned, X Design handset colors of diamond band ring at over a ½ carat. So in that, we're gonna get things started. Are we previewing a few things, or are we gonna jump right into our brand new ring? Okay, so we're gonna jump right into our X Design ring in your choice. This is the one we just previewed a moment ago, I believe. Is that right? Okay. On my hand? Where are we going here? I can't see the other side. Okay, wait. I have one. Don't we have 3 choices here? Okay, let's see. I believe. Let's see. Only 2? Okay, let's see. Well, we have the blue. Here's the champagne. Poor Thomas is like, wait, Lynn, you can misplace anything, but don't misplace the diamond pieces. We'll find it. Anyway, so here we're looking at, and we want to get a close-up because this is truly meticulous workmanship. This is champagne diamonds, and we have this available in sizes 5 through size 9. We're also featuring the blue diamond, always our #1 most popular. Okay, oh, we did. Was it my fault? I tend to do that. Did I drop it, Thomas? No, I would never. I'm sure it was me. All right, and then here, we did find it good. I thought we had 3, and I thought, oh, for heaven's sakes. Okay, and then we also have your black diamonds. 60 points of colored diamonds nestled with baguette white diamonds, and right now, the black, okay, is our most limited. We have 60 of the black diamonds remaining in sizes 5 through size 9. Okay, let's talk about some pretty exciting things. Yes, this is a brand new special find. We're looking for everything in diamonds, very similar as far as when we were just talking about pearls. The color, the clarity, the quality, the carat weight, all of those things that are so, supremely important. So in this case here, we have over 15 points of white baguettes, each one individually hand set, each one individually hand cut to precision and set by hand. If they're off 1 millimeter, it's why baguettes as accents are some of the most expensive diamond cuts in the world. They would not be able to be set in this beautiful precious metal of sterling silver. So that's the first thing going there. Then the white diamonds in this piece are graded HI color, which are near colorless, and I1, I2 clarity. And what does that mean? Basically, you will not be able to see any imperfections unless you are looking under a gemological microscope, okay? So unless it's under like the ultimate in a jewelry microscope that can basically detect anything and everything, this is flawless to the naked eye. So you have that going for you. They're graded diamonds. Now let's talk about the $660 easily. I mean, again, 3 outside appraisals. We don't go with the top, we don't go with the mid, we go with the lowest of those 3 outside appraisals. So you can see right off the bat, we are well over 50% off at $249.90. That's a huge special. Our HSN price here is gonna be $150 more, and this is brand new, and we're showcasing it, and you're seeing it for the very first time. And on top of that, 4 monthly flex payments. And we have a perfect matching baguette hugger earring that will go back beautifully to your choices here in our X design. This almost has that negative space look in the earring too. But I'm gonna take you on a little tour and when we come back in just a moment. Before we do, here's the matching earring in that hugger design, and those are available at $209.90, brand new. And we do have the black or the blue. It looks like the champagne already sold out on those hugger earrings. No wonder. I mean, such exceptional specials. So let's go ahead and showcase for a moment. Tapers in the back, so you have kind of that negative space design, and then you have each and every one of your baguettes, the white baguettes, set by hand, so smooth, and then you have your colors of diamonds. Let's talk about the rarity of finding black diamonds, of finding blue diamonds, of finding champagne diamonds. It's not the norm. It really, truly isn't. You know, we get so spoiled. And I know even, you know, from my years here at HSN and working with their buyers and traveling the world and going to the, you know, some of the top gemstone shows around the world that, you know, you just think because we are able to showcase quite a few of colors of diamonds that's the norm in most jewelry stores or at most jewelry shows. It's not. When our very special guest, Diane Warga of Arias, is here with us, she is our diamond specialist. She's our diamond expert, not just ours. She is one of the #1 most sought after diamond experts in all the big showcase, you know, premiums where they're, you know, as an educator of diamonds. And that's the one thing she always says, you know, Lynn, it amazes me that what we can do variety-wise, working one-on-one with our designers and our buyers here at HSN, that we're able to bring to the HSN audience. And it's just like, you are not kidding. I wish you could feel the weight of this piece. So we're looking at the blue diamonds, the black diamonds, or the champagne diamonds. You have over 45 points of colored diamonds. And then the rest are the white diamonds that are baguettes, all graded, and making up the 15 points. So totaling 60 points, over a half a carat, brand new today, crazy, crazy popular. I don't know which one's the best. I always tend to go towards the blue diamonds, and I'm loving it here, but the champagne is spectacular. And you know what? Most popular is the black. 50 remain in the black. So if you're interested, again, $150 off. What a special treat. 613232 is your item number. Okay, these happen to be some of our all-time #1 best-selling diamond colors of diamond stud earrings. And that's at $149. So here's your color choices. Blue, we have your red, very rarely seen, or we have the black. First time ever, specially priced at $50 off our HSN value at $99.90. And available once again with 4 or 5 monthly flex payments. So how exciting is that? Under $24. We will ship those directly out to you or delivery direct. 498019 is the item number. Okay, couple of other things I want to mention. These are not, and my goal is here, is to show you every single piece that we possibly can. Okay, these are not scheduled for a full presentation, but let me just showcase for a minute. These are so cool. Always reminds me of a 4-leaf clover. Aren't they pretty? And they are little clovers. Are you kidding? $79.90? Oh, I just saw that. $159.90 was our original HSN price. And what do we have? Where color choices are your black, the red, or the blue in your lucky 4-leaf diamond colors of diamond clover ring. Very best value ever to date. 581899. How great is that? And with FlexPay, it's under $20. We'll ship it directly out to you. Who said we couldn't own gorgeous blue diamonds or red diamonds, especially when we're able to offer all these wonderful, wonderful specials that we bring to you here at HSN. So back to the brand new X Design 60 point over half carat diamond ring. We have brand new baguettes and colors of diamond hugger earrings that appraised at $495. And just like that, big day of jewelry celebrating diamonds, and you're going to see a wide range of some of your favorite jewelry brands throughout the day today. This has been a huge request. In fact, last time I was working with Diane, we had quite a few individual callers asking, would it be able for our designers to do a hugger earring in colors of diamonds? So Diane listened, our buyers listened, and we are so delighted. And it's a true classic hugger, so I wanted to show you the back here. So it's all one mechanism, like all one design, so you don't have a separate backing. So what you have, you see the lever in the very bottom, and you just pull that forward, and you'll hear it snap, and you'll hear it double click. And that's when you know that it's sturdy and secure. But clean, I mean, this is that type of diamond earring. This is what you live in. This is that earring you never take out. This is that earring that looks like $1 million, that goes with anything, no matter what your style may be. Whether you're casual, whether you're dressy, whether you're, you know, going out in evening dress, this is that earring. And you don't have to worry about changing them out. You can sleep in these. You can wear these every single day. And they're a true investment piece. They're genuine diamonds, and they're colors of diamonds, genuine white diamonds that are baguettes, and then the round, brilliant colors of diamonds in your choice of either the blue or in the black. And they're not a big, bold design. You'll see this on Angie. They're about 1/2 of an inch in length, and then 1/4 of an inch side to side. So they're, like I said, that everyday silhouette that works. You know, you want a great, you know, good precious metal, especially would like something with diamonds, and even more special colors of diamonds on top of that, that you never have to worry about if you're on the phone all day, if that's, you know, you're putting a hat on or taking a hat off or whatever the case may be. You just want something that's simple and elegant and clean. Like myself, when I go on vacation, this is the kind of earring that I want to wear. I don't want to have to worry about bringing 40 different earrings, you know, or different earrings to match every outfit that I'm wearing. I want something good and classic, and something that's going to work whatever I might be doing, whether I'm going to the beach or going to the pool, or I'm going sightseeing, or I'm going out in the boat, or I'm going skiing, whatever it may be. I want that earring that I know I can just keep on. I don't have to worry about them being too loose, or if I, you know, happen to fall off the skis and fall in the water, I don't have to worry about them, you know, coming off or being loose in that regard. And they just look terrific. They're tailored, they're sophisticated. Love a hugger design. Hard to find in many cases in gemstones. So to be able to do a version like this, thanks to your request, and we're so happy that we were able to make it happen today at just $209.90, and with FlexPay. Again, if you're not familiar with our FlexPay at HSN, when you shop using any major credit card or debit card, $52.48. That's going to be your first monthly payment. So that'll be for June, along with your $3 in this case shipping, or $5 shipping and handling. So we'll add that to your first monthly billing, and then you get these home in the next few days. Every single piece, even our elite, this is what we call our fine, this is like the finest of fine jewelry that we offer at HSN, comes with an unconditional 30-day money-back guarantee. So you'll see. Test for yourself. I know you're gonna love these. The white diamonds in the baguettes are about 17 points, making up the total weight. And then just under that, 40 points, about almost 10 points in the black and the blue diamonds. So that makes up the 40 points. So just under 1/2 carat of gorgeous, just beautiful hugger earrings you're gonna love. 598-578. Is the item number. Very popular, especially the blue. So if you're interested in the blue, they're gonna be the first to go. And a great way to take $10 off your very first purchase at HSN is applying for the HSN charge card. It's simple and easy to do. Just log on to hsn.com, and as soon as you're approved, take $10 off your first purchase and enjoy all the great benefits like extra flex, like we've been having today, that we offer throughout the year. We do a special no interest throughout the year as well. So that's our HSN charge card. Well, more brand new. Oh, Okay, I am so over the moon in love with this piece. I wish we had 500. It's brand new today. I have fewer than 100 remaining. Is that not one of the most exquisite blue diamond crosses? But here's the beautiful thing. In a pendant, it happens to be a gorgeous pin as well. So this is one of those pieces that you will be able to incorporate as a fabulous brooch, or obviously it looks dynamite as a pendant. It even comes with the 18-inch chain. Unreal, how great that is. $148.90. Whoa. $439 is the appraisal on this piece. The size on this diamond, on this cross, is the number one. This is 1 3/8 of an inch in length. That's the number one silhouette in a cross, in that motif, in a pendant. Now, let's take it a bit further. It's diamonds. It's blue diamonds. It's white diamonds. And a lot of them, close to a half a carat, is what we're looking at. Look at that. That's the Hope diamond color that we love so much. That blue is so intense, and then you see the fire and the brilliance coming out of each and every one of those facets. And then in the center, it's where you have the white diamonds, just showcasing right in the middle, and then accented at the tip of the top of each one of the points. Talk about a signature piece, a lifetime purchase, a beautiful way to show off your spirituality. Talk about a statement when you're wearing a piece like this. I mean, people are in awe. And to think that it's under, I was gonna say $200, under $150. This is our number one most popular request in any motif, in a pendant, is the cross. So when you can, you know, create a special like this, and I've been collecting crosses for years and years, and I gotta be honest, I have a magnificent collection thanks to, you know, all my years here at HSN. I have never had a blue diamond cross. I have personally spent, and you know, again, pieces I absolutely adore and love and will love and cherish as long as I have them, much more than this, on fashion jewelry crosses, but again, absolutely wonderful and enjoy every single piece. But the fact is that you are getting a colors of diamond, graded diamonds, in this spectacular cross pendant for under $150. First time we've ever done anything like this, they will all go. I wish we had, like I said, 500 right now, and I hate to rush you again, but under 90 remaining. What a talk about an opportunity buy. My goodness, what a treat. And I know they just showcased the chevron blue diamond ring that is also available, that goes back beautifully. We have another, let me show you this, a little bit bigger, bolder. Can you imagine? Just be still my heart. Look at that baguette and blue diamond ring. That's also gonna be coming up. But yes, diamonds are truly the most precious, the most popular, sought after gemstone in the world. And the fact that we can bring to you, like I said earlier, the variety, and not only, you know, I don't want to be stuck on value, but I'm going to tell you right here, for close to a half a carat on a piece like this, on the number one motif that can be worn beautifully, because the pendant's included, has a little lobster claw clasp in sterling silver. There you see it on. It's a great, great size at 1 3/8 of an inch in length, but it's also a pin. So the versatility becomes, you know, one that you're able to, you know, incorporate it on a hat, or you could put it on a lapel, or on a, you know, just a cute little, any type of jacket, fun little solid jacket color, and this would pop so beautifully. So whether it's a fashion piece or a spiritual piece, a beautiful way to share your spirituality with someone that you love, to show off your Christianity and your spirituality. There's nothing finer than diamonds, and one of the most, the most popular motif in the world. And I think they just did a magnificent job on everything about this piece, everything from the shape to the structure of the points of the cross, which has that old world charm. I just can go on and on and on. I wish we had more. Congratulations. That one's definitely Gonna be a sellout, no doubt about that. Oh, okay. So we showed you the wave ring with the baguettes and the blue diamonds just a moment ago. Well, we do have it available tonight at $449.90. We do have it also available in sizes 6 through size 10. So 586-640. You know what I was just thinking of? That's very limited. The cross, I'll let you know if and when. It looks like it's gonna be sold out a few moments ago, but my very dear friend Linda Marshall, who's gonna be joining us in the next hour, so excited for her 17th anniversary in Elise Skincare, is also a huge collector of cross pendants. So I know she's probably back in the green room right now saying, Linny, you got me, I'm gonna order that one. But what a beautiful, beautiful treat. So I hope that you stay tuned. Elise Skincare coming up, celebrating their 17th anniversary. And wait till you see all the anniversary specials that they put together for us for just a remarkable, remarkable show. One of my absolute personal favorite skincare lines. Well, I promised you we were gonna have a baguette line bracelet, and that is exactly what we're showcasing right here. And it doesn't happen very often, and never before have we done a line bracelet in a full carat. First time, $299. I want to like scream that. A 1 carat diamond line bracelet in baguettes at under just $50 off of what our HSN price would be. This is easily, look at the appraisal, an $859 bracelet. Oh my goodness, yes. Wow. 4 flex pays, and we have 2 lengths available for you. We have a 7-inch, and we also have a 7.5 inch. It's an 1/8 of an inch side to side. Let me showcase this too, and just let me show you the versatility, the beautiful open, pretty filigree gallery. And then you have these chevron curves going around. So they're individual hinged links. So comfortable, every stone set by hand, completely flush. So nothing catches, and that's one of the biggest complaints. We love the look of gorgeous diamond tennis bracelets, but if they're in a prong and they're set up a little bit higher, you have to be careful. You know, it can catch on your clothing. It can, get caught or scratched once in a while, even on, people that hug you. So the nice thing is here, which is a much more expensive feature, that you have the baguettes, so they're channel set, so they're clean and they're flush. And this is just as simple and as pretty as all get out. Now, clasp, push slot clasp. Even the closure, as you can see here, has this beautiful hand set, channel set, baguettes, and then your extra safety catch off to the side. All done in sterling silver, stamped sterling silver, rhodium plated, all the way throughout. Classic, clean. Here's another perfect example, like the baguettes, this ring and the baguette hugger earrings. You can wear this bracelet every single day, wear it on its own, layer it next to your watch. This is that bracelet you never have to take off. These diamonds are never gonna discolor. You can swim in this, you can sleep in this. It's a statement piece, and you own a full carat, fancy cut, fancy set, diamond tennis bracelet at under $300. That is well over $500 savings from what you'd expect to pay for this in retail. And sometimes it's hard, like I say that, we get so spoiled, but it's hard to wrap our mind around these phenomenal savings. And I think this is a perfect example of just that. And Angie's showcasing it with that walloping baguette, brand new, all white diamond ring that is available, and we'll also highlight that in just a few moments. But our diamond tennis bracelet is available in a 7-inch or in a 7.5 inch. $50 off, brand new today. A full carat of baguette diamonds and diamond tennis bracelet. I love it. 613-226. Okay, I mentioned Elise is celebrating a very special anniversary, 17 years. Elise has been with us here at HSN, but let me just also mention 95 years in the skincare industry. Why have they been one of the #1 leaders? Take a listen for just a moment, I should say, take a look. This is how we're gonna get things started. Brighten and Firm, they're 2 #1 eye products you're getting together. And boy, if these before and afters don't do both. Brighten, as you can see from the top, the dark circles, and look at the difference on the after. And then what we showed you earlier was the firming of the eye area. Anniversary price, $28.50, free shipping, flex pay. I'm gonna tell you that every single Elise special that you're gonna see throughout the day, starting with me at 2 a.m., is specially anniversary priced, or anniversary buy one, get one. It's gonna be a ton of fun, and I hope that you can stay with us. Okay, so this is the big guy that you just saw a little sneak peek that Angie gave to you. Actually, I was saying brand new. It's one of our #1 bestsellers that is just back in stock. And it's one of the largest carat weights of baguettes. Oh, this is such a gorgeous ring that we offer here at HSN. If you own it, take a moment, share with others. I mean, this is the one when we say drop dead beautiful and you open up and you see that fire in your sparkle, you're like, okay, now we're talking. 1 1/4 carats, all individually hand-set diamonds in that classic crisscross design. And speaking of never catching, same thing, just like on the line bracelet I was mentioning, the stones are inset into the metal. Every single diamond that you're looking at, the baguettes, they're raised, they're dimensional, set by hand into the metal, never will catch. I can, take a silk, my blouse, and rub it back and forth. Nothing is gonna snag, nothing's gonna catch whatsoever. Now, here's what we're doing. We're offering the ring in sizes 6 through size 10. Typically, when we have a bigger, bolder setting like this, I would say and recommend go up a size, but not in this case. So if I take this and show you around the shank, it tapers down to a normal size in the back to just about 5/16. So, or excuse me, less than, pardon me, no, 5/16. 3/4 of an inch in length, and just even less, about 1/8 of an inch all the way in the back. So order your normal size. We have sizes 6 through size 10 currently available for you. It's 1 1/4 carats altogether of genuine diamonds, and these are all individually graded. So these are graded diamonds at IJ color, which means near colorless. They are also I1, I2, or excuse me, I2, I3 clarity. So again, absolutely no inclusions with the naked eye. You would only see any little imperfection under special, basically 10 times magnification. So yes, you're not gonna see anything, just flawless, gorgeous, amazing sparkle and fire, and that dream come true piece. And with FlexPay, $167.48 for your first monthly payment makes it a little bit more feasible than having to go out and spend over $1,500 with, all at one pop. So 581-922, it's back in stock, and thrilled to have it available for you to go back with all of your other beautiful diamond pieces. Okay, couple of things we mentioned. Our best value of the day. We have available for you all genuine, beautiful cultured pearls, ranging anywhere from 5.5 millimeters up to over 10 millimeters in that classic station design. And then of course, the #1 beautiful, beautiful strand, the combination of two. Don't be fooled by these fabulous one-day only prices. It's hard to even imagine $49.95 for the 20-inch, which is the princess length, the $59.95 for the 24-inch, which we call the matinee, and the opera length, the 36-inch, is $79.95. 4 flex payments or 5 with your HSN charge card. And boy, have they been popular. I'm wearing all 3 lengths in the peacock in the white. So we have the peacock in white or the all white for you to choose from. Okay, our most popular diamond colors of diamond stud earrings are back today at a fabulous summer price. This is fun. Customer pick at $149.90. And boy, you talk about getting a lot of bang for your buck here, because the look that you're getting for over just a third a carat of diamonds for a stud earring at 3/8 of an inch in length by 3/8 of an inch side to side is a ton. I mean, yes, a third of a carat is nothing, you know, to sneeze at. But these look like you are getting at least a carat in each one of the studs. If you're interested in the black diamonds, it is final call. I have 40 pair remaining, so they will all go. It is our very best value we have ever offered for our diamond stud earrings at $99.90. I mean, we're excited just for, you know, beautiful sterling silver earrings that are accented maybe with absolute in a hoop earring at $79.99. These are genuine diamonds. These are colors of diamonds. Very rare to find in retail. In fact, 0.1% of all diamonds that are mined are naturally colored diamonds in the world. Yes, these are enhanced, but in order to enhance to this gorgeous Hope diamond color blue, you have to start with one of the finest quality diamonds, because you have to go through a heating process. And if they weren't, then those diamonds would be too fragile to take and you wouldn't be able to obtain the color. Black diamonds, always definitely going quickly. I love this orbital type of look that you get. So you get dimension. Red diamond, I mean, think about it, even for us. Blue diamond's always our most popular, but we very rarely get red diamonds in any of our color of diamond silhouettes. So to be able to offer the red diamond, the black diamond, even the colors of diamonds are equally accented. There's 15 points of colors of diamonds, and then in the white diamonds here, there's 17 points, making that a total of a third of a carat. The white diamonds, all the diamonds, are graded HI color. Again, they have to start as near flawless diamonds to be able to attain that color that you're getting in the colors of red, black, or in blue in this case. And they're also I1, I2 clarity, which is fantastic. You have the oversized butterfly backings, so therefore they're easy to put on, they're easy to take off, they stay nice and balanced, and they set flush on the earlobe. $99 for a pair of colors of diamonds in this beautiful, high, you know, fine jewelry look. This is what you would expect to find when you walk into your elite jewelry houses and you see their fancy colored diamonds. When they do offer them, they're not going to be set in just a basic round design. They're going to have some type of beautiful silhouette holding them. And this is a great example of just that. I love them. Now you see them on Angie's, so you can appreciate the size. This is why they're a customer pick when we offer them at $149.90. 498019 is the item number. Okay, couple of things we want to mention to go back with our beautiful, we call that the orbital design, 3-dimensional earrings. We have the matching rings, and then we have the matching pendants. I know the rings are very, very limited. Looks like we have the black, the champagne, and blue. And then on the matching pendant, the rings, I have about 10 remaining in each of the choices here. So very limited sizes at $119.90. Oh, how pretty is that pendant? The pendant and necklace, and these are also customer picks, are available for you. In this one, we have the black, the blue, and the champagne. as well at $119.90. 095246 is the item number. I certainly hope you have enjoyed all of our beautiful, beautiful pearls celebrating the month of June. I want to take a moment and thank Angie, our lovely model, and I hope that you can stay with us because we are celebrating 17 years. We have such an incredible anniversary special coming up with Linda Marshall and Ellie Say. See you in a moment.
Have you signed up for HSN email? Sign up for HSN emails now to stay connected on our hottest and newest deals of the week, and you'll even receive exclusive coupons and never miss a today's special. We'll send you the scoop on our best value of the day straight to your inbox. So head on over to hsn.com now and search email to sign up today.
There's so many things to love about HSN, but one thing that makes shopping here fun is FlexPay. Get it home now without the stress of paying all at once. Why pay full purchase price today when you can pay over time? Buy what you want now, pay it off later with your credit or debit card. FlexPay. It's that easy. Exclusively at HSN.
We love our gemstones to be beautiful, colorful, and durable. That's why we give some of them a little more love. Enhancements may require special care and may not be permanent, while others may last a lifetime. For more information, visit hsn.com and search gemstone to see our gemstone enhancement chart.
I grew up always dreaming and wanting to create things.
I see something and I see that we can make it better.
One day, the light bulb just went off. Nobody has this. They're waiting for me to invent it.
Next thing you know, you're on HSN and the whole world's hearing about it.
It just sold out.